Anyway, this is John. I'm just another backyard cook, and kind of wanted to go through some things today about preparing for Thanksgiving, having friends over, and cooking for a whole bunch of people. I find it's a lot easier to cook for a whole squad of people than it is just one or two. So anyway, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing and how we're going to go about it. Today we're going to use the smoker out there. We'll introduce you to the type of smoker that we use, and we'll also show you a few tips and tricks and things like that that you can do. First of all, I went ahead and got this turkey ready to go. Now let's talk about selecting a turkey real quick. It's really not necessary to pay for a 4-color wrapper on a turkey. What you want to do is look for a turkey that fits what you want to do. And you know your friends, so are your friends primarily white meat eaters, or do they like dark meat, or do they like a selection, that sort of thing? So you'd select your turkey. In the package you can tell if it's broad at the front here and narrow at the back, well, it's going to have a lot more white meat on it, and vice versa. And you want to pick about a half a pound per person. So if you're expecting 25 or 30 people, pick a turkey that's around 15 pounds, so you'll have at least that much. And most meats you'll want to do about, about a half a pound with the bone in per person. Okay, so we're also going to do a ham today, and I'll show you some things about that. But we're going to prepare the turkey, or I've already done that, by putting some peanut oil, spreading some peanut oil in it, and then sprinkling on a little bit of garlic powder. And so we're going to be ready for the grill and the smoker, and we'll be going that way. You ready? Okay. Alright, so also we're going to do a ham. Now, a lot of people like to buy a spiral sliced ham, and it really doesn't make any difference. And in this particular case, we're going to use a smoked ham, but it's not cooked. This is not a fully cooked ham, but you can use just about any kind you want. Now, when you go to the smoker, you really want it the cut side up. You don't want the juices all to run away from you and that sort of thing. So you can use a pie pan. You've had a pie pan around for a while, and just like you bought a pie someplace, or you got a pie crust, well, save those pie pans so that you have those ready for to do something like that. And the other thing is that it's hard to make it stand up on the pie pan like that. So if you'll just ball up a little bit of foil and put it around inside that pie pan, it'll secure the ham so that it'll stand right there while it's cooking. Okay? The other thing you want to do is you want to put a little bit of foil over the top of the ham, because you don't want that raw edge showing. That's not going to help any. It'll just dry it out. So, and it's not necessary to form it or anything like that. You can, if you got a little wind outside, you might want to do that. But the other thing that I did, and I want to add just a little bit more before we do that, we're going to put a little bit of ground cloves on here, and that'll kind of soak down into the ham, down where you see the little cracks, and it'll add a little bit of flavor to it. Alright, so we're about ready to go to the fire, to the smoker, and so let's meet outside. Oops. Well, what we've done is we prepared our fire in our smoker. We start about an hour early so that we got some good coals and that sort of thing. We've got a small supply of extra wood down here, because in order to get the smoke, you've got to have the new wood with the bark on it and that sort of thing. And you want to use hardwoods like, say, hickory or oak or cherry or apple or pecan. Any of those will do. What we're using today, mesquite, by the way, also. But what we're going to do today, we're going to use hickory, and it's locally available, so it's not really a big cost. This is the kind of smoker that I prefer. I'll show you in the firebox and that sort of thing. We're going to control our temperature somewhere around 250 degrees. It'll ease up to 300. It'll come down to 200, but we're going to try it for a means temperature of about 250 degrees. Okay, so let's add some extra wood to the firebox, and we've got quite a bit in there already, and some nice coals and that sort of thing. So we'll add some extra so we get some smoke. We're going to control our air into the box right there so that we maintain this temperature, and we'll keep this open all the time. So here we go. put some foil down here. The reason we do that is that when we get the turkey done to the point, what we're looking for, we're going to get the turkey to a particular color and that sort of thing. We want it to be a nice caramel brown color, and so we'll just put him on in the smoker here on the top of the foil. The reason for the foil is not to particularly save juices or anything like that, but when we get it to the color and that sort of thing, a nice brown caramel kind of color, we're going to take it out, put it in the pan again, make sure we wrap it completely with foil, and then we're going to go to the oven at 200 degrees, and we'll finish the cooking process there instead of drying it out in the smoker. One tip is to get as far away from the firebox as you can with your meats. The reason is you're going to want to smoke them, you're going to want to use the temperature, but you're not going to want to burn them. And another thing that makes this kind of fun is that with a larger smoker like this, you can invite the neighbors over, bring some of their own meat or something like that, and kind of make a party out of it, just the cooking part itself. You can have a lot of fun with a backyard smoker and, you know, enjoy the company of other people. Okay, just wanted to point out something real quick, and that is this is the kind of smoker that I like to use. Reason being is that it's made out of boilerplate steel, so it's not going to rust out and that sort of thing in a hurry, and it's going to maintain a pretty even temperature all over. Now, you know, smoke's going to come out of all the seams and stuff like that, but that's not really important. But you can buy one of these smokers, probably less than $200, and if you watch, sometimes supermarkets and that sort of thing will run an ad about these kind of smokers, run a special or something like that, and I picked this up at a supermarket. But anyway, so it's got a real nice grill in there that you can put your food on, and it's got a little shelf out here, which is important because you can put your stuff down there. You can put a few extra pieces of wood. It's got wheels on it, so you can move it around a little bit if you want to, and it's easy to control the temperature because it has a number of ways that you can put the wood in, and you can control the fire right there with a flapper that you open, and if you need more than that, you can open a whole door to add more pieces of wood to it. So anyway, it's just the type of smoker I like to use. You'll find some that are just made out of old barrels and things. They might last you a year or two, and you'll pay twice as much for this, but you'll have it for 10 years, the other one 2 years. It doesn't make any sense to buy the cheaper smoker. Just one other thing I wanted to point out to you. It really doesn't make any difference whether you use a fully cooked ham or just a smoked and raw ham. And the reason that you would do either one of them, the fully cooked ham is really not cooked enough, usually. The reason is they want all the juice in there, they want all the weight that they can sell. They sell them by weight. So even if you get a fully cooked ham, go ahead, put it on the smoker, bring it up to, you know, kind of the way you want it to look and that sort of thing on the outside. Cover it the same way we did here. And then later on move it into the oven, give it a little bit of time at 200 degrees, and you'll be a lot happier with the ham that you get. Spiral sliced doesn't make any difference, or not sliced. Okay, the one other thing that I wanted to point out to you is this is what they call the rump end of the ham. This is going to have the least bone in it, so you're going to get more meat and that sort of thing. If you see a shank end ham or you see a rump end ham, get the rump end ham because you're going to have a lot more usable meat. Same price. You can see we're already coloring up on the turkey just a little bit. Hey, thanks for joining us today. We're on our lesson about the backyard smoker and how to use it, that sort of thing. If you'd like additional information about what we're doing and how to use the smoker and different recipes and things like that, just fill out the information over here, and we'll send you more information and get in touch with you. So have a great day. Bye-bye.